We're live.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Good morning.
Sales meeting
Sales
day.
meeting.
Yeah.
Woo! A good one.
Some good stuff to talk about today.
Yeah, we're excited. Well, and we haven't had a sales meeting in a couple of months because we did our ACU class.
Oh, Mike, we just saw everybody
I
last
know,
oh.
we did, but
Yes.
an actual virtual sales meeting.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Good to be back.
So
good
are we
to see you.
looking?
Good morning.
Yeah. Are we looking on Facebook? When we were looking at, if anyone's on here yet, when we were looking at the video, sharing the screen, it was pixelated. Oh, it looks good.
Yeah, looking great.
All these funny colors and yeah, things didn't look right. But fortunately, you guys are seeing
What you're supposed to be
what you're
seeing.
supposed to be seeing. So.
Oh my gosh.
Sigh of relief.
A little stressful. A little stressful.
Yeah. Little butterflies this morning.
I
We're
know
good.
it.
Yes,
I know
exactly. It's good to work under pressure. So.
And I see a good amount of people online. Good morning, everybody. Glad you're here.
I don't have my Facebook up, so
I'll monitor for
I'll
you.
let Stacy do the shout outs to people.
Exactly. So yeah, we'll start with a couple of shout outs this morning. Good morning, Crystal, Norvin, Trish, Caitlin, Becky. It's good to have you guys here. Drop us a hello in the comment section if you're lurking there in the background. We'd love to interact with you.
And then as you sign on, if you're a new agent, welcome the new agents. Paul's brought on some great new people. I'm really excited about a bunch of these people. I think they're just going to tear it up. So welcome. If you're new, say hello on Facebook.
And we'll have some pictures coming up here in a couple slides so that you guys will get to see who some of these new faces are.
Yeah, maybe we should jump to that first.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do
that's
that.
not over there, Paul.
Well, let's do our quote first.
Well, we can do our quote.
Let's open with
But
a
we're talking
quote.
about new agents. We'll get to you guys. We'll let you sign on. So the quote for the day: you have to be highly committed if you really want to achieve something. You cannot work according to your mood and expect a positive result. That's a good one.
Yeah, I like that.
So I guess that's the old, if you feel like it or you don't,
Do it anyway.
do it anyway. Because rarely do we really all the time feel like it.
So,
Whether
yeah.
it's,
Don't let that dictate your behavior, how you feel.
it's, you control the mood by doing the things. Don't let the mood control what you do. So I like that one.
Yeah, that's
That's
great.
very good. We do have some speakers today. We do have Michelle Chimino and Carl Laughlin, the senior state underwriter. Carl's awesome with top title insurance tips. So maybe we'll jump into that first, let them get underway, and then we'll get on with the rest of our morning.
Yeah,
So,
sounds great.
okay, let me let them in.
Yeah, Carl's a wealth of knowledge. He's bringing
is so
a
good.
title insurance tip. The last meeting we had him on, it was a really, really great discussion that we had with him. So we're looking forward to bringing more information that arms you so that you can better assist your buyers and your sellers.
And how do I get you guys up here? I want to show you guys.
Good morning, Michelle.
Morning,
Good morning,
Michelle.
Carl.
Carl.
Good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you guys doing?
We're
We're
great.
good. We don't see you, Carl.
Well, I don't know why that is.
Uh-oh.
Ah.
I can't see you guys.
All right, we'll check our video settings here and
Yeah, it says that everything on our
Weird.
end's good.
well, we'll get to hear you today.
We'll picture your face, Carl.
Okay, well that works. That works, I guess. Trying to figure out why real quick, but I want to hold you guys up.
Yeah, well, take a second and see if you can't just look and make sure that your camera's working properly.
Yeah.
And maybe Michelle can say hello to us. Not everyone knows Michelle, our rep for First American, so.
There you go.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. Thanks again, Stacy and Todd, for letting us be here today. Again, like Todd said, Michelle with First American Title. And of course, as we're waiting for Carl, Carl is the man of the hour today. He is our senior underwriter, and he has been doing title insurance for a really long time, and now I think we could say he is a worldwide title guy, because he works all over he's been out of the United States working on title stuff, which is very exciting, and which equates to super duper big brain, and I'm always excited when he could be here to talk to you guys about a title tip today. So Carl, do you want to take it from here?
Yeah, I'm still not sure about my video thing, but if you guys can hear me, I'll just go ahead and talk, I guess.
Yeah, we got you loud and clear.
Let's, what I want to talk about today is really section 8.1.3 of the real estate contract, and what this all means to your buyers and yourselves, and exactly how it really does read. So, owner's extended coverage 8.1.3. I'm going to read from the contract. The title commitment. There's two boxes: will or will not contain owner's extended coverage. If the title commitment is to contain OEC, it will commit to delete or insure over the standard exceptions, which relate to parties in possession, unrecorded easements, survey matters, unrecorded mechanics liens, gap period, and unpaid taxes. So again, that very first paragraph of 8.1.3 says unequivocally, if the title commitment is to contain OEC, it will commit to delete. Here's the kicker. You can go on beyond that paragraph. It says, obviously, that any additional premium expense to obtain OEC will be paid by a box for the buyer, a box for the seller, one half by the buyer, one half by the seller, or other. But here's the real kicker. It goes on to say, regardless of whether the contract requires OEC, the title insurance commitment may not provide OEC or delete or insure over any or all of the standard exceptions for extended coverage. The title insurance company may require a new survey or a new ILC, or other requirements for owner's extended coverage. So, in the first paragraph of 8.1.3, it says the commitment will commit to delete those exceptions for coverage. The second paragraph says the title insurance company may not provide OBC or delete or insure any of all the standard exceptions. What does this mean to you guys? When you look at your title commitment, you want to make absolutely, beyond a reasonable doubt, that that title vendor is saying to you, hey, you check the box, you're asking for your buyer to have owner's extended coverage. And you want to make certain that somewhere in that commitment, there's a qualifier that says we will delete exceptions 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 and 4 are extremely important for coverage to your buyer. 1 deals with survey matters. If there's a problem with a fence encroaching or a boundary line dispute, there's coverage. If it's deleted. Mechanics liens, unrecorded mechanics liens. If they had some kind of roof work done on the property, some drywall repair, roof repair, a fence mending, the lawn cut, that supplier of that materialman or that workman can file a lien up to 4 to 6 months after the date the work was finished. You want to make certain your buyers have these protections. So you want to look in that commitment for a couple of things. On the First American commitment under Schedule A, you'll see below the very bottom portion of Schedule A, you'll see premiums. Then you'll see a section that says endorsements. And that simply says OEC $75, delete 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's what extended coverage is all about. You're getting an affirmative statement by the title provider on the commitment, and the commitment is a binding contract. Don't forget that. So we're telling you at First American that we will delete 1, 2, 3, and 4. So some title vendors will say, under the endorsement section, OEC $65. But there's no mention of what will be deleted. Then you go to the requirement page, and you'll see requirements for maybe a survey, maybe for some form of an indemnity or affidavit regarding any work done on the property. Or you may look at the exception page, and they'll have all the exceptions listed, and they'll say 1, 2, 3, and 4 may be removed subject to underwriting approval. So just to think about this for a second, what you're looking for again in that title commitment is something that is telling you that when the policy issues, exceptions 1, 2, 3, and 4 will be deleted. On your commitment, item number 5 is taxes, and that'll item number 5 is gap protection, and that is automatically given when the title company does the closing and settlement function. Item number 6 is absolutely taxes, and by statute and regulation, the title company is required to make certain that taxes and assessments are taken care of at the closing table. Any questions out there?
Yeah, if anybody has any questions, go ahead and type them in the comment section. I'm going to keep an eye on that, and then I'll read those off to Carl. So far, I don't see any questions, Carl.
Okay, well, if you want to, my next time around, my title tip, I'll specifically talk more about coverages and what your buyer is getting when we give owners extended coverage.
That sounds great.
Hope this is helpful.
That was excellent. What we're going to do, I think, Paul, Zoom, are we recording this?
That would have to be a button you have to hit.
We used to have it set automatically to do it. Oh, well, it's on Facebook anyway. I mean, we're recording on Facebook.
True.
So,
Yep.
yeah, we will cut that little part out because that's money.
Very beneficial.
That was really,
Thank you for that explanation.
You bet.
And I think we're going to have to listen to it a couple times, too, to go, what again? No, thanks, Carl.
Okay.
Appreciate
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Carl.
Good hearing from you.
Yep.
Thanks, everybody. I'm going to sign off, too. Thank you for having us.
See you, Michelle.
Good to see you, Michelle.
Thanks a lot, guys.
You bet.
So yeah, and we do have one question that came through, and Kristen, I will get the answer to that. Is there any overlap with OEC with special warranty
Recording
versus
in
general
progress.
warranty? I'm guessing the same coverage applies, but yeah, I'll double check on that and make sure we get an answer for you. Good question.
Yeah. Rats, we didn't get to see Carl, though. Well,
I know.
he's a good guy. I like Carl. All right. Moving on. Why is this here? Move that. Agent referrals. Lots of referrals. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah. Love the new people that we're getting. They're just, like I said, they're awesome. They're motivated. So Carrie, thanks for referring Sam, and Joyce referred Lisa, Christina referred Jennifer, Don referred Ricky, Tracy referred Trish, Monet referred Carol, Dick referred Jennifer. So thank you guys so much. Again, this is how we grow, and it's kind of like-minded people, people that are committed to this industry. And I was having a chat with one of our agents at our annual commission update, and just how Stacy and Paul and myself, we're really making a commitment to make sure that we're bringing people into the company who are committed to the industry. And it doesn't mean that you're full-time, I don't even know what that means. I want people who are committed. This is going to be your career. Maybe you have to transition from what you're doing into this, but this isn't something that you kind of want to do on the side, and maybe you'll kind of help a friend here and there. We love the people that are committed to being professional, such as all of you. If you're listening to us, you're the committed ones. You're the ones that go above and beyond for your clients, to continue your education, and to do the things that it takes to be a professional in this industry. And there's a lot of people in the business that just kind of are out there and not really doing it. And again, this isn't about how much business you do, how many deals you do. It's about being the best at this business for however many transactions you do, and being knowledgeable as well as you can be, and learning from, like Carl, and just learning about what OEC, because I'm sure people have checked the boxes because they look at what Stacy, our example
contract, and it says, oh, check the box.
Yeah.
But what does that actually mean, and how would you explain it to a client?
And there's your value. And when we talk about value and whether or not you earn the commissions that you guys get, you bet you do. When you go above and beyond and really learn this industry, that's what makes you a pro, and that is what makes you be able to retain your commissions. So anyway, just want to thank everyone for referring wonderful people who are committed to our industry. And we do have pictures of them, which is always fun since we haven't seen them all. We did see some of these people at our ACU class. And at the top, Carrie Schmidt. We love Carrie.
Yeah, she moved to Iowa, and she is back, ready to build up her Colorado business again. So she is a face that some of you who have been with Equity may recognize, because she hasn't been around for the last couple of years, but we're really excited to have her back.
Yeah, real excited. But wonderful people that we have brought on. There's Jennifer and Rick and Matt and Oksana and Trish and Tamila and Carol and Jennifer and Jonathan and Monica. Monica's back. She was with us and went to the other side, and it wasn't greener, and she's back. So excited to have you guys all with us. So anyway.
And Monica's taking Buffini, I'll say too. So not only is she back,
yes.
she's having in full force.
And that's what I'm talking about, being committed to the business. And so many every single person who was at our Power Pro luncheon, 30-some Power Pros, all of them have taken Buffini multiple times. And not that that's the end all, be all, you're going to be, but it's about learning the profession. How do you give more to your clients?
Having daily disciplines and habits, and how to instill those habits, and how to manage your time. It's all encompassing for sure.
Totally. So anyway, wonderful group of people that have come on here recently. So very excited. Anything else you want to say, Paul, before we get on to the next?
I just kind of want to echo, I appreciate seeing so many new agents on this sales meeting, because we can't reiterate it enough. By attending these meetings, you're plugging in. You have to jump in the river to catch the fish, and you're in that river this morning. So thank you for being here. That's all I wanted to throw in there, Todd.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. Yeah, love it. So we've been talking about this for a while, and many of you have heard the big announcement if you went to the mandatory update or if you're at the Power Pro luncheon. But if you weren't at the mandatory or the Power Pro, then this is brand new information to you. And it's hard to stress how big of a deal this is for a company such as ours to be able to bring this to our agents. When I say a company such as ours, we are a $4.99 transaction fee. We're not taking 30% of people's commissions. We don't have a franchise fee. The $4.99 is less than the franchise fees that many companies charge. And so to be able to bring the websites and E&O insurance and pay for Elevate and do the doc storage system and have our whole back office system and Paul and Lisa's, and I mean, at a $4.99, it's pretty amazing that we run this company this way. And corporate has done an amazing job. But this is a game changer that I'm going to show you guys next. Equity Corporate has signed a contract with KV Core Platform, which is, without a doubt, probably the #1 platform out there right now, all-encompassing, meaning websites, CRM, drip campaigns, lead capture, social media.
I hear people clapping in the background. I mean,
I hear loud applause.
Yeah, you say CRM and lead capture and all-encompassing and social media and website. I mean, it has it all.
When I'm done showing you, we'll play a little video and tell you a little bit more about it. Go Google this. Go learn about this. And parts of it, you're going to go, yeah, this is exactly what I'm looking for. And some you're like, ooh, I don't know about that. It's kind of new. One, there's going to be a lot of training. Okay, and this is coming second quarter. Okay, we just signed the contract corporate-wise 3 weeks ago or a month ago. This is a platform. This isn't just here's a website, there you go, pro agent style. This is a platform that's going to be totally integrated into our company and into your business. And so it's taking some time to get all the back end stuff put together. They're working diligently, KV Core is, on getting this all implemented. So I'm saying late second quarter, hoping that maybe it's early to mid second quarter. But right now, KV is saying late second quarter, we'll have this up and running. Go Google this thing. If you were to go get your own website, CRM with KV Core, it's over $500 a month. Mm-hmm. Not kidding, no joking. Companies that have this, Keller Williams, which is a expensive company. EXP, which is an expensive company. And now us. We have agents that have similar programs that are paying $600 a month, and this will save them $7,200 a year by switching over to KV Core. So I'm going to play a video and show you guys what this is all about. And like I said, Google it, learn on your own. We'll send out the link and everything, and just kind of get yourself excited and ready. But again, there'll be a lot of training by KV Core. So KV Core has a whole, what's the word I'm looking for? Initiation or
onboarding.
Onboarding, that's the word I was looking for. It has a whole onboarding program. And it's not just sitting and watching videos. This is them teaching,
hands-on,
making sure that we utilize this. And when I say this is a big deal for equity, I mean, this is the largest investment we have ever made by far. I mean, we're going all in on you guys. We know things have slowed down. We know that the market doesn't have as many listings out there, so we need to empower our agents, you guys, to do even more business, to be more efficient, to be more effective. And when you're more efficient, more effective, doing more business, then hopefully these referrals are 3 times, 4 times, 5 times when you guys go, are you kidding me? Look what they are doing for us. And that's our bet. Our bet is we're all in on you guys on this program to help build your business and take equity to the next level. So I'm going to play the video for you guys. I think it's pretty awesome. I'm jazzed.
It's very exciting.
And Todd, while you're queuing that up, Diane Levy, yeah, this is great. I'm yelling and clapping. Woo!
Yeah.
So there's my woo. You have to hear
And-
woo with these kinds of announcements.
Yeah, if you're not a computer, it's okay. Step by step, we'll show you how to do this, but this is...
Yeah, you don't have to be tech savvy.
Yeah.
They'll be hand-holding along the whole way to get you guys up and running.
Agents, at the heart of every successful real estate deal is you. You're the treasure seeker, the local expert, the family counselor, the master negotiator. You're the superhero making home happen. But while you're busy working for your clients, who's working for you? If you're like most agents, today's technology tools have failed you. They don't give you one central place to run your entire business. They don't give you modern ways to generate new leads, engage prospects, or nurture your sphere. They don't automate your day-to-day tasks or free up your time to let you focus on what you do best. Agents, it's time to take back your life with technology that works for you, not the other way around. Meet KV Core, the #1 ranked real estate platform built to empower you. Agents, it's time to get everything you need to run your business all in one place. Start your day with a complete view of what to do and where to spend your time. The KV Core dashboard surfaces your hottest opportunities. See which prospects have recently engaged on your website, who's viewed your market reports or replied to your campaigns. You can respond instantly with KV Core's built-in dialer. Fire off a quick text message or stand out from your competition with a core video message powered by BombBomb. With KV Core, you'll have a powerful, private platform that puts every aspect of your business, including integrated tools from your brokerage, right at your fingertips, saving you time and maximizing your productivity. Agents, it's time to put your business growth on autopilot. While you're busy taking care of current clients, KV Core is working behind the scenes, responding to new leads, nurturing your sphere, and keeping you top of mind to drive repeat and referral business. KV Core's behavioral automation drives 5 to 10 times more engagement by dynamically responding to contacts based on their behavior. Did a prospect start searching again after going dark for 6 months? They'll get an email from you with similar homes automatically. Did they save a property as a favorite? They'll get a text from you with more info automatically. Did they save several homes in a row? They'll be on your mobile dialer app for a phone call today automatically. The last thing your clients need is another boring drip campaign. That's why KV Core leverages AI to deliver relevant content at just the right time, always keeping you in flow with your sphere. Engaging market reports showcase your expertise, while post-close campaigns ensure every past client gets a personal touch, like a voicemail drop from you every year on their home purchase anniversary. You guessed it, automatically. KV Core acts as your powerhouse virtual assistant, working on your business while you work in it. Agents, it's time to build your pipeline on your terms. With KV Core, you'll never be wondering where that next deal is going to come from. You can easily generate leads for free with built-in landing pages, smart numbers, text codes, social media marketing, and more. Have more money than time? We'll handle the lead gen for you. With cost-effective options available inside the KV Core marketplace, we can manage your Facebook and Google ads, boost your listings, and get you a steady stream of high-quality, low-cost leads. And with KV Core, you'll keep those hard-earned prospects and clients searching with you, thanks to a fully customizable IDX website with a portal-like home search experience, including Polygon search, rich lifestyle data from Local Logic, neighborhood pages, drive time scores, and more. All of this in one system, backed by an experienced tech partner to support your success. KV Core makes it possible. Agents, stop juggling logins, empower your business, and streamline your life today with KV Core.
Woo!
Yeah, so exciting.
We thought Buffini Referral Maker was
Yeah.
a big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
If you got Referral Maker, you can save some money. I mean, this has it all. I mean, it's got the website that you guys want. You want something that actually works and looks beautiful and is professional, and you can customize it and you can play with it.
Has your photo.
Has your photo right up there front. I love the automated drip stuff that when someone's starts searching again, they're gonna automatically get emails from you. I mean,
Yeah, and I like those neighborhood reports, just elementary schools and drive times, and these are all the things that buyers and sellers want in the marketplace now.
yeah. So we'll send this link to you guys. Just looking at it, lead engine, so most robust lead gen tools help you generate new leads free. And yes, this is all included. So this isn't like a pared down, do you need to upgrade? No, the whole thing's in. So web and IDX, smart CRM, serious follow-up machine with AI-driven behavioral automation. And I saw in there that it's, well, I'll keep going over here. Marketing autopilot, real-time property alerts, smart campaigns, video messaging. I mean, just buying BombBomb. I pay for BombBomb every year. That's, what do we pay, Paul? That's like $900
$400 a year.
How much is it?
It's $400 a year.
Yeah. And so if you have BombBomb right now, you're paying $400 or something like that a year. So there's another savings that you don't have to pay for. This is a good one. You know, we talk about business and where's your business coming from. See your entire business at a glance, from marketing, return on investment, to client engagement and pipeline. And that's, you guys are running businesses, and some of you are running huge businesses. I mean, the amount of income that was earned in this office is staggering. You guys are running huge businesses, and this will help you run those. Listing tools. You know, what's that value you bring to your clients? You know, go get more listings. Everything you need to promote your listings, including social media marketing, mass text, and more.
And at the click of a button. Not
Yes.
something that you have to spend days and weeks trying to design and prepare and upload and cut and paste. It's all click.
Yeah, that's
of
why
a
this
button.
is not launching tomorrow. I mean, this will be all equified, equity, and built in, ready, plug and play when it's up and running.
Yeah.
KV Core says that, you know, I know you guys have your own sites, and some of you that have spent some time on them and love what you've done and everything. Currently, we have less than 10% of the people using Pro Agent websites. And we pay a lot of money for that. Really, we do. Nothing like this. I mean, add another 0 or 2. But it's not cheap to have Pro Agent, and we only have 10% of the agents using it, but we have to pay for every agent. Same thing with this. We have to pay for an entire company, and that's why these things are so expensive. However, their numbers, stats are 70% of the agents get into their system and actively use it. That's what we're excited about. We want to take
It's
you guys...
valuable enough for you guys to want to use it.
To use it, to need to use it, and to help you run your businesses. I love this part, transaction integration. Seamless integration into leading transaction management, DocuSign, Loop, SkySlope. So it's all one system. One-click access to powerful add-ons like voicemail, core video, BombBomb, things like that. So again, we'll send this link out. You can read more about it, Google about it.
And once it officially launches, we'll be sure to keep you guys posted.
Yeah, and obviously before it's even up and running, we will have you guys knowing how to use it. So the day that it's turned on, you guys have already been trained on how to start taking advantage of it. So I'm thrilled. This is big stuff.
So do you have any idea approximately when training might roll out?
And yeah, we had our meeting yesterday with the owners, and we didn't get a specific date. They said a few months prior to launch. So I'm thinking March.
Probably, yeah.
I'm hoping mid-March.
Maybe next month, maybe April.
Yeah, at the latest.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see it. Yeah, I'm ready to learn more about it.
Yeah, people are just asking, when does training start? When does training start? So yeah, thank you guys so much for those questions. Thank you so much for the enthusiasm online. Yeah, we are thrilled. And one thing
Game changer.
Yes.
It's a game changer for you and for us. Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
And then one other thing that I did want you to hit on before we move into the next portion of the presentation is just a little bit that you and Paul have been working on just for our branch as far as listing promotions on social media and on our Facebook pages.
So yeah, we've been playing, you saw that hopefully our website, the office website was all updated, hired Placer to do that. KV Core, individual agents, awesome. I mean, it kills it. For the office site, I wanted something different, unique, so I wanted it now. So,
from a brokerage firm.
From brokerage firm. So we hired Placer, and then we've been doing a beta test. We've been taking your guys' listings as they hit the MLS and having Placer create these carousels, and then they're posting them on the social media because we've had people say that they'd like more social media presence. And then you're getting emails with the links and everything to hopefully post to your social media to help grow more interest. And something that Placer brought up in our last meeting with Paul and I, they've been really great to work with, is about branding. And how even though this market right now is so fast moving, you get a listing and 3 days later it's under contract, and some agents might not do a just listed campaign, maybe they're not really promoting it online. That's about branding. And you're missing the boat if you don't take advantage of those listings and announce it to the world, brand the heck out of it, and do everything you would do as if it was going to take a month or 2 months to sell it. because someday those days will be back, and you want to be able to show clients what you've done in the past. And I know we have agents such as Eileen Kitko that every single listing, regardless of price range, gets the same amazing red carpet marketing program. And she's funny when she's like, I'm not even sure where my business comes from. She's the #1 volume producer. It comes from her doing exceptional work. And people know it. They don't beat her up on commissions. She commands an amazing commission, but she does an amazing job, and that's about branding. And so...
Yeah, and just because something's going to go on the market on a Thursday and be under contract on a Sunday, don't cut corners.
Yeah.
Don't cut corners.
So if you get the email from us, from Playster, that's coming from me with your links, post it, use it, because this is beta, which means I'm going to do it if it works. And what works to me means you guys are engaged. If you're not going to use these, because it costs money to do this, obviously. And so if we're not taking advantage of it, then obviously I'm spending our money in the wrong place. If you're not wanting to use it, then okay, well, I should stop doing that because we don't see the value in that. Don't spend your money there, go spend our money somewhere else. But I've heard from so many people, we want more presence, more stuff, more. So I'm doing it.
And these are generating leads for you guys too.
Yes.
So if you're wanting to have, some supplemental business to go with your current sphere that you work, I mean, these are generating leads for you guys by advertising these out on social media.
So please, you get an email, post it to your social.
Use it.
And email me back. Say thanks, I got it. So I know that you're actually, did it go to spam? Are you guys getting this stuff? It really helps me know. Again, we're running a business, and I want to know where is the best place to put our funds and to help you guys. Because again, when we help you, we help ourselves. So, and we got to make sure that you guys are taken care of first. And again, back to KV Core, corporate has gone all in. Chips all in on this program to just really, and I don't always say do more business, because some of you guys are doing amazing business. You don't need to do more business. Maybe you need to do it more efficiently so you have more time, so you can breathe a little bit, take some things off your plate by having some more efficiencies. And then there's those of you that are like, I need to get cranking. I need to get going.
I want to do more.
So it's both. So
yeah.
Awesome.
Can I quickly chime in?
Yeah.
And say something about those listing promotions? I hear so many agents, when they get a new listing, they don't want to draft up a description or take the time to actually create the post with the hashtags and all that stuff. I just want to make sure everybody knows that's what Placer is doing for you for your listings. They're coming up with these really cool descriptions, hashtags, and all you have to do is pretty much share it. You press a button and share it to your pages. That's how easy it is. So you don't have to take time to write that listing description and catchy hashtags. It's done for you. Just press a button to share it. That's it.
Yeah, thanks for saying that, Paul. Yeah, I mean the hashtag. I mean that's what raises your search. That's what gets you more leads. And again, it's about. I'm not charging for leads. We're not trying to bring them into. A lot of companies will promote the listings, and then the leads come to the company, and then the company will refer the leads back. Your listing, your lead. It's always been my belief. So yeah, when they come in, I just push right. Whose listing was it? It goes right back to you.
Straight back
but you've got your own landing page. So on these things, it's like the lead goes to your landing page, goes to you. So yeah, please don't ignore those emails. Make sure you check it out. I think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And then question, yes, this is being recorded. So this recording will go in the sales meeting recap email, which will probably hit your inboxes around Friday. Ray was mentioning he wouldn't mind sharing this information with potential recruits or agents that might want to be joining Equity. So yes, you will have access to that whole KV Core presentation. So good question. Thanks for that.
And can I just reiterate, $4.99 a transaction, and you get all of this. This is going to be huge for our company, and we are in the business of helping people just like you are. Let's show other agents the light, in a sense, that they have all this at their fingertips for next to nothing. $4.99. That's crazy. So thanks, Ray. Just wanted to say that.
Yeah, and truly, we did build that into our business model for us as owners to make this large commitment with KV Core. we built in, we believe growth will be X, and to help subsidize and pay, we need to see growth. So thank you, Ray, and everyone else for referring and sharing this, because we are hoping that the growth comes in your own personal business, and the growth comes in more agents wanting to be at a company that's able to do this for their agents. So, thanks for saying that, Paul. All right.
Let's see. I know. We're all fired up. We're all
excited.
When you guys get this, you're going to go, this is just ridiculous. Yeah. And we have Derek Dannenbaum, who was our number 2 agent.
At the Tech Center.
At the Tech Center. Had this program he's been at KW and at EXP, and he's with us. He had that at those companies, and he's like, it's an amazing program. However, when you're paying
such a large
that much money, it's like, oh, well, I don't know. I could probably afford to pay $500 a month when you're paying them $30,000 a year to do 10 transactions. I mean, literally at some of these companies, you do 6 or 7 deals and you've paid $20,000, $25,000 to them in your splits. I mean, 6 deals here, you've paid $3,000. That doesn't even pay for KV Core for the year. You get it.
Because this is making me chuckle inside, I have to repeat this comment that was just posted. Wait, I missed it. It's included in our $4.99? Woohoo! Reason number 10,000 that I love equity. So you guys are not going to get charged $600 a month in order to participate in this.
So I guess we could say this is replacing pro agent websites. You don't pay for pro agent, you're not going to pay for this.
So thank you, Ashley, for sharing in the excitement of, wait, this is included? So.
Did I miss that? Did I forget to tell you this is part of
being an equity agent.
Part of being an equity agent.
A new system.
All right, moving on.
Oh boy. Whew. The statistics.
Stats.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about how the year started off. Last January, so January 2021, I think we were all feeling the squeeze with low inventory. I hate to break it to you guys, but inventory was even lower this last month than it was a year ago by 49%. So we had half as many listings at the end of January this year as we did the previous year. So let's dive into some of these stats a little bit more. I do have a slide that we can toggle down to if you guys want to actually take a look at this while I go through it. So our active listings were down 20% from December to January. So our numbers were down from December to January. We were down 49% year over year. So when you look at the listings from last year compared to this year, that's that 49% number. So to put that into context, we ended with 1,184 listings across the 11 county metro area. That's 10 times less than what a normal January has in listings. January has been recorded every single year from 1985 to 2001. An average January is 12,000 listings. The highest January on record was back in 2008 with 24,000 listings. Last month was our lowest January ever on record.
We're missing a 0.
We're missing a lot of numbers in here.
If you see closed homes, we had 28. We don't even have that many houses to sell, and that's how many closed.
Yeah.
The prior month.
So
there's 40,000 realtors.
Yeah, and not a lot of properties to sell. So to put this even more into context, if the 50% number doesn't scare you, if you have a buyer looking in Denver County, I don't care if it's a single family home, if it's a duplex, if it's a condo, if it's a townhome, if it's a multifamily home, you have 339 properties to look at. That's it, in all price ranges. Douglas County, only 191. Jefferson County, 180 properties. Broomfield, 23. So the squeeze is out there. Closed sales were down 40% in January. That has a lot to do with seasonality. Our closed sales for January are the results of active listings and under contracts in December. And typically with the holiday season, once we get through Thanksgiving, things really do tend to slow down a little bit with buyer activity. So that was not a surprise to see that 40% lag in numbers. We'll probably see that kick back up here in February and March as we get closer to the spring selling season. Our average days in MLS actually went up 11%. So we're now at 20 days. That's probably because all the properties left on the market were things that people really didn't want. So they weren't getting the multiple offers. They had to do price reductions in order to sell. But the median days on market is still only 5. So if you're listing that property on a Thursday, you're making it through the weekend with multiple offers and likely putting it in an under contract status by Monday morning. That has not changed. This was the startling statistic. In January, there were many homes that closed or went under contract, went under contract for 10 to 22% over list price.
Oh my gosh.
The average is still 102 of asking price is what we're seeing things close at. But there were a lot of properties that went under contract 10 to 22% over the listing price. So keep that in mind when you're helping your buyers draft those offers. Our average sales price in January, $689,000 for single family, $450,000 for attached. That's a 10% increase for single family compared to January of last year, and a 13% increase for multifamily compared to January of last year. Any questions coming through on market stats that I need to address?
Just a couple. One, Toby asked, where do we get these stats?
So these stats are from the DMAR Market Trends Report. RA Colorado also puts out a report. Land Title puts out a report. Smedra puts out a report. You can get them from all different resources. We attach them in our weekly update emails that go out every Monday night around 7 o'clock. So if you're wanting access to the full 26-page report I'm referencing today, you can look at the weekly update email and you'll be able to find it in there.
So yeah, Toby's new. So multiple places, but read our weekly update, Toby, and it's there and you'll learn all kinds of other great stuff.
And if you want it today, you can just go to the DMAR website. And
I'll quickly say, Toby, if you're with another office, let us know too. We can add you to our weekly update, or your manager might have access to these stats as well.
Yeah, perfect. Any other questions I need to address before I move on?
I think that's it.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about just market insights, information in general. January was filled again with competitive offers, over asking price, appraisal gap clauses, free post-occupancy agreements, double the earnest money. Every trick that realtors can pull out of their hat right now, they're doing it for their buyers. But the offers that tend to rise to the top of the pile have 3 things in them. They have blazing high purchase prices, they have appraisal gap language, and they either have limited or no inspection. So those are the big 3 that are getting you above the competition. We're seeing more investors move money into the real estate market. 1, it's a hedge against inflation, but 2, interest rates are going to be going up. So there's a higher likelihood that there's going to be a lot more cash investors that your buyers are going to be competing against because they're trying to move all that money in before those interest rates pop up, and to protect against that inflation. For 8 years in a row, recent Gallup poll has rated real estate as the best long-term investment. 8 years in a row.
Here's some good questions while you're...
Oh.
So let's see here. What price range were the homes that went under contract, that 10 to 22% over list? Was there a range?
There was not a range.
So
Nope.
that was just an overall.
That was an overall stat.
Any appraisal problems, Carol's asking.
Yes, and this was in a separate report. This was not the DMAR Market Trends report. This actually came out from a lender, and I can't remember what the statistics, the exact number, but it was like 11% of appraisals were coming in low. Something around
However,
there.
what percentage of transactions have sale failed because of low appraisals?
That I don't know.
I mean, I'm not hearing from you guys with sale fails because of appraisal. I mean, these appraisal gaps are so large, so much cash out there. I'm not hearing an issue with sale fails because of appraisals. So maybe they're coming in low, but people are still moving through, and that's what's raising the values, and that's, you know, just setting the new value for the next appraiser. There's another good question. Ray, how can we use this information to better position the seller while negotiating the sale?
Do you want to take that one?
I kind of need more information than just that. I mean, negotiating the sale is, you're going to get multiple offers. That's the biggest thing. I mean, if you're not getting multiple offers, and if you're not selling your house within the first 3 weeks, then you're most likely overpriced.
Yeah.
Still setting the price appropriately so that you can get the most amount of people interested, so that those bidding wars move up. I mean, that's what you're looking for. And I know that some people overprice because they're like, oh, that's a crazy market, and let's go.
We don't even know what the house is worth.
But the buyers know that they have to pay, well, the stats, 102%. They know they have to pay at least 2% more than what
The listing price
is. Maybe 10 to 22%, depending on the stats that we just saw. So if they see a house that they're like, really, I can't go another 2 to 20%, they won't even go look at it. So if you've already tried to price in that 10 to 22%, knowing that we still think we have to pay 10 to 20% on top of that, you're going to do yourself a disservice.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't want to be pricing all these homes 10 to 22%, knowing that we're still thinking 10 to 22 or 2% above, if that makes any sense. So working with the seller, I don't think you can truly underprice in this market because the market is so fierce that it will push up the value.
Yeah.
But you don't want to not put it in the MLS, not get it out there and offer it to as many buyers as possible, because I do see that still and hear that for ease of working with a lot of buyers, the seller just wants to sell it to the neighbor, or
yeah, they don't want showings. They think they know what the house is worth. They just want to get X amount. They don't need more.
If we just took that average sales price, average of $680, we'll say $700 to make it easy number. 10%, we're talking $70,000 you could leave on the table by pricing that, by selling it to the neighbor. You know, hey, the value of that is $700. I'll pay you $700. And I don't have to worry about it. By not getting multiple offers in there, you could easily be losing $700,000. I mean, we've seen offers $300,000 over.
Well, and if you read the DMAR Market Trends report, they will break it down into market segments based on price range. So there was an article that someone wrote in there that he was actively working with the buyer. The buyer was pursuing a $900,000 home. They wrote an offer that was $110,000 over list price, and they still lost out to another offer that was $190,000 over list price. So we're seeing this in the luxury market, we're seeing it in the signature market, we're seeing it in various price ranges, and it just really depends on location, geographic area, location, desirability of neighborhood as to how much over list price those properties are going. And one stat that might be helpful for you guys as well as Ray when dealing with sellers, First Integrity Title has been tracking a lot of information, and they reported a large jump in cash purchases from 2019 to 2021. So in 2019, 14% of the transactions they closed were cash buyers. In 2021, 23% of those were cash buyers, but 6% higher failure rate on the cash transactions to the finance transactions. So cash, although we say it's king, it's not always as reliable. So when you're working with sellers, make sure those cash buyers are highly vetted. And if you're a buyer's agent who lost out on a house to a cash buyer, put in a backup offer, because there's a 6% chance that that offer is going to fall apart, and then your buyer will be waiting in the wings. So that's a useful stat.
And go watch our YouTube video on how to compete with a cash buyer if you're a conventional buyer. And
Yeah.
we actually said, this
Gave
was
a lot
like
of
6
tips.
months ago, 7 months ago, that I actually believe a strong conventional buyer can be stronger than a cash buyer. And that's exactly because of this reason. They back out a little bit higher percentage rate, cash versus conventional, but you have to go watch that video on how to structure that properly.
Yeah.
Got some good questions
I was
here.
going to say, and then two more things, and I'll let you rattle off some questions, and then we'll keep things moving along. But two other things that I thought were interesting. A recent bankruptcy auction had 134 undeveloped acres that sold out at DIA for $18.1 million. It's zoned industrial and residential. So it'll be interesting to see in the coming months and years what's going to be done with that. I mean, 134 acres, we could really use some more inventory. So that'll be fun to watch. And then for those of you that are saying what's going to happen with the real estate market this year, what are the forecasts, what's the projection as far as appreciation? They're guessing approximately a 10% appreciation for 2022. Compound that with higher interest rates. Any buyer who's waiting on the sidelines, hoping that prices come down next year, they're losing money. So you not only have appreciation of 10% this year, but you're going to have increase in interest rates. If you wait on the sidelines, you will lose money.
Yeah, for sure.
Questions? Those are my stats.
Yeah, we've hit the hot button with people, and I like the questions coming in. Do you have any thoughts on what might happen with inventory come spring? I have buyers that have been beat out in every house, sometimes by 200 to 300 over asking and cash. Wow. So
we will get more inventory in spring.
Well,
we will. We will not be at 1,100 listings.
No. But that's
spring.
yeah. That's true. But inventory comes from new construction.
Yes, because we are not going to have enough resale properties hit the market to compete with the buyer demand.
So we might be at 1,100. So yeah, but when we bring on, let's say we have 5,000, we're bringing in 5,000 more buyers if it's resale. So inventory doesn't mean more supply. So maybe the word would be supply. Your supply and demand is what we should be looking at. And right now, our supply is down, and the only way to fill supply is new construction.
Or people moving out of state. Because if you're a seller, that means you're a buyer. If you're moving out of state, then you're just a seller, and a new buyer can absorb that product.
Exactly. But we haven't seen that since 2008, 9, 10, 11, when all the transactions we were doing with listings, they were all moving out of state. Yeah. Obviously we've all seen the influx of people.
We
they're
still
not
have
moving out of state.
Positive migration.
Yeah.
So
we need new construction.
So develop that 134 acres out by DIA.
Exactly. Yeah. Camilla, not many are back on market, so appraisal gap doing the thing. Yeah, you're not seeing sale fails. Very good. Diane, every offer I've lost the last 3 weeks have not done inspection and full appraisal gaps.
Wow. So it's coming down to...
They're not even saying 10,000. They're just saying, I'm buying the house. I'm buying it, yeah. Can we get yes, we'll get you the link. I have a client giving up on the market and moving out of state. That will help. That will help the inventory. But we'd rather not the buyer giving up. We want the seller to list their home and them go somewhere else, because we have plenty of buyers.
Yeah.
So we have enough buyers. We need more sellers. So we need some people to retire off to Florida or something like that who want to sell their houses, take their big winnings.
Or investors wanting to cash out and deciding to move their money into something else. So selling their investment properties and not buying any other real estate with it. That would help as well.
But we're seeing investors back in the market.
Getting back in the market due to inflation.
So yeah, it's interesting. It's a good market. It's a hard market. And you know what? For the 30-some years I've been in the business, it's always been good and hard. It's just, whether it's a buyer's market, a seller's market, it's always hard. You're always trying to either, find a home for someone, or you're trying to get the right pricing. And that's what being a pro, like I was talking about earlier, being on top of the market, knowing what's going on, knowing your contracts, being able to show your value, having good tools such as KB Core coming up. will hopefully set you apart from the others because, yeah, there's a lot of people who are after the same product, and not everyone's going to win.
And last piece of advice before we move on, because I know Paul has a cool little segment coming up for us next. If you are working with buyers and your offers are not getting accepted, do ask the listing agent what it was about the winning offer that made it the winning offer, because that's the best way to learn. Did you lose out by $100,000 on price, or was there some other little something that maybe you can incorporate into your offers that's beyond inspection and appraisal gap? Maybe it's something else. So always double check to find out what was it that winning offer had that yours didn't, so you can communicate that back to your buyer and hopefully be the winning offer the next time.
So I just want to, I mean, this is just crazy market. Philip just said, on our last listing, we were turning down cash offers that were 15% over asking with no inspection, no appraisal. Tough to be a buyer right now. Hope it'll balance out.
I mean,
15%?
Yeah, he's in
Amy,
that stat.
So many buyers waiving inspections. Do you think the number of lawsuits, disputes from 1 year now will increase? Buyers have lived in the home. I don't know about that, Amy. You know, you might not be doing inspection objections, but that shouldn't mean you're not doing a good inspection, meaning visually people are looking at it, going through it. With the lawsuits, or lack of lawsuits for material facts. I don't want to say defects, but material facts, which also relays into material defects. I mean, if a seller knows there's something wrong with the house, they have to still tell someone that. So that's never changed, whether inspection or not. And I think people can be prudent in looking at a home and going, I think these are the issues or not issues, and they're moving forward. I don't think so. My guess is,
and I agree with you. Most buyers who are even waiving all their inspection milestones, they're still conducting inspection because they want to be knowledgeable on the things they need to fix as that new homeowner. So it's not like everyone's just turning a blind eye and saying, this is just the way it is. Those buyers are just absorbing those inspection repairs rather than asking the seller to take them on.
Yeah, I certainly hope not. I mean,
yeah.
Because really, no one wins other than attorneys in a lawsuit. So, yeah, we always have better ways than suing people to get things taken care of. But hopefully that's not occurring. So, okay, moving on. We got to get on to Paul here.
Thank you
great
guys
question.
So
Yeah, good
Thank
stuff.
Thank you so much for the engagement on that.
Yeah.
I'll bring more stats next time.
Well, thanks, guys. That was some good information. And real quick, Todd, can I grab screen share capabilities from you real fast? I'll keep this segment short, but while Todd's giving me screen share, we're going to do a quick system update, system overview. We have so many tools available to us, and every couple of months, I like to just jump in and show you a couple things that are new and remind you, maybe you've just joined us or maybe you forgot that some of these systems existed. So that's the purpose of this Did You Know segment, and I might run this more frequently. And so, I'll keep it to about 2. I have 4 things outlined, but since we're short on time, I'm just going to show you a couple things. So a quick shout out to Carrie Blum. She reached out saying, hey, I'm having the hardest time building letterhead into my Pages documents. So I wanted to remind you guys about the Marketing Center back here in Elevate. And I wanted to get a little bit specific and show you something that we don't usually showcase very often. If you haven't jumped into the Marketing Center, log into Elevate and play with this system because there's so much content back here, and corporate has really upped their game. They've added new templates for postcards and flyers. But the piece I wanted to show you, did you know you guys have all kinds of letterhead available to you, and it's so cool. So I was helping Carrie through this letterhead. You're working through Pages and Word documents, and I said, hey, Carrie, why don't you just log into the Marketing Center? You basically have a Word document that you can save right there in the Marketing Center. Your signature pops up, the cool equity logos are right there. So you can type a letter. You don't have to deal with importing pictures into a Microsoft Word document or any of that. Just jump right into the Marketing Center and it's there. And then look, you can download things, you can print and ship. If you hit save, you can save it to your saved marketing pieces. So I know some of you are familiar with this system, but I just wanted to highlight that there's some really neat stuff back there. And you have a Word document, an editable Word document with all branded letterhead right there, and there's so many different layouts. So I thought that was pretty cool. I wanted to share that.
I like that.
Yeah, thank you, Paul. That's great.
Yeah, and the last piece that I want to show you, I picked another sample back here from our training how-tos section. And again, this is a repeat for a lot of you, but if you haven't been into the how-to section, take 20 minutes to absorb all this information. To cut to the chase, I picked my favorite system outside of the interactive contract design.
Thanks, Paul.
Hopefully we all know that one, yes.
We all know that one. Did you know we have contract dates and deadlines explained? Todd and Stacy have outlined all of the dates and deadlines. They've given you the contract language and an explanation in layman's terms of what that date and deadline means and who's responsible. So a common question, what does the off-record title deadline mean? What should I be worried about? Pull up this document, you see whose responsibility it is, and you get an explanation from us about what needs to be accomplished by that deadline. So this series, I want to dive a little deeper and just show you guys, some of the lesser known systems that we have in place. I had two more, but since we're short on time, I'm going to wrap up and just say I'm teaching.
Oh, no, let's do two more. Do two more.
You
This
just,
is great.
you just had people go, I had no idea. Yes, I'm using the letterhead for my marketing. Thanks. Love the how-to section. Yeah, what else you got, Paul?
Yeah, bring it on.
I forget what we have back there.
Yeah, we'll keep it rolling then.
Yeah.
So this next one isn't life-changing, but did you guys know that you can search for equity agents across the nation right here on Elevate? So maybe you're getting licensed in another state and you want to see if there's an equity office in that state. You can select the states that we're in, something like 20-some states. And then you can search for agents and employing brokers. I just think that's so cool. It's a directory where you can find other equity agents. And I don't think many people know that that's a system that's back there.
Yeah, I think we forget about that.
Yeah, so just know that that's back there. And I've saved the best for last. Did you know that if you ever feel overwhelmed by all the stuff we have back here, we created Launchpad. Launchpad is a step-by-step checklist that basically holds your hand through all of these systems back here on this platform. We unveiled it maybe 4 months ago, but I wanted to remind you that if you go through these step-by-step processes, it shows you everything, kind of like what I've showed you today. You will find new things that are back here in Elevate. There's a walkthrough of the Marketing Center, so if you want to get in more detail, you can watch videos. So it's just a good way where if you're feeling overwhelmed, go by this checklist and it'll show you just about everything that's back there in Elevate. And to wrap up, there's even contract practice scenarios back here that we've created. And all of our Tuesday talks and Monday morning videos, they're right there in the Launchpad system. Our most important topics that we feel you guys should be aware of, right there.
That's a good one.
So,
Did you
there's
know?
so much.
Did you know?
Did
People
you
say,
know?
no, I didn't know. No. So yeah,
And that's okay.
good stuff. Great stuff, Paul. Please continue, says Dominic. That's so cool. Awesome.
Thank you for the feedback there. And the last comment. So if you want more of this information, I'm doing an orientation next Friday. And it's not just for new agents. I like to keep it fun for existing agents and brand new agents. So Friday, the 18th, 10 a.m. over Zoom, we'll spend an hour and a half going through some of these systems. Bring your questions. I'll walk you through it all. So register, send me an email if you want to attend, and I'll send you the Zoom link.
So we've got people saying that you need to do a regular Did You Know segment, ongoing.
All right. I would love to.
So yeah, Paul needs a new ongoing segment called Did You Know?
I like it.
Did you know? I would be happy to do a Did You Know segment.
I love it. I love it.
Happy to do it.
Great. Thank you so much for that.
Thanks, Paul. Good
Of
stuff.
course. Thanks, everybody.
All right. I think we are getting close, winding this meeting down. Did you know? There's your orientation. So since we're recording this, you can see February 18th.
And don't forget, new and existing agents. You don't have to be
Yes.
brand new to the industry or to the company to benefit from this orientation
Yeah,
and system
we'll
overview.
dive as deep as you guys want to go. So bring your questions and we'll have some fun with it.
Yeah, and we're just going to change this from agent orientation to did you know?
Did you know?
Did you know? Friday, February 18th.
That's awesome.
Let's congratulate some award winners. So December we didn't get to talk about them, I guess.
Yeah, because we didn't have a January
Oh, we
sales
didn't have
meeting.
yeah.
So we'll do December and January.
Gotcha. So we will run through these. Top sales and most transaction. Greg Tiffin got both. 4 transactions at 3.5 million.
Nice job, Greg.
I mean, that's a lot of volume with 4 transactions. Our sales numbers are huge. And then Eileen Kitko with 3, Tanya Brown 3 transactions, Denise Dixon 3, Derek 3, Caitlin 3, Liliana, and everyone else with 2 transactions for Power Pro. So that's Liliana, Diane, Christina, John, Lacey, Amy, Terry, Sharon, Julie, Diane, Chris, Mark, Briggs, Blessed, Elizabeth, and Kristen Jordan.
Nice job,
Congratulations to all of you for a great December. Yeah, that was a great way to finish out 2021. And then we had the 2021 Power Pro Award winners. So these guys and gals all did at least 12 transactions or more. And our top producing sales agent with the most transactions was Mark Baker at 32 transactions and $16 million in sales. Derek Dannenbaum was second with 30 transactions and $18 million in total sales. And then Eileen Kitko got third in a number of transactions with 28. And she won the top volume, though, with 22 million in sales. I mean,
That's insane.
congratulations to all of you. Amazing. Caitlin Tran, 25 transactions. Amy Randolph, 24. Liliana Parra, 24. Sandra Shaler, 23. Stephanie, 23. Tanya, 22. Karina, 21. Allison, 19. And we're still at 15 million in production. I'm on the second row, and we're still doing $15 million in production. Greg Tiffin, 19. Kevin, 19. Michael, 15. Anna, 15. Rocio, 15. Kara, 14. Mindy at 14. Kathy at 14. Blessed, 14. Najude, 13. Lori Sanders, 13. Mary Deckard at 12, and we're 12 transactions doing $7 million in production. Again, that shows the average sales price is just huge. Joyce, 12. Ricky Lee, 12. Vicky, 12. Diane, 12. And Todd